Welcome back. With me today from the El Toro Water District, we have Mark Monin, and Mark is the Vice President this time around on the board.
Correct.
Welcome.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
Always good to see you here.
Great to see you, Ken.
Thank you very much. We're going to talk about water conservation.
Very good.
And of course, we've had a lot of rain. We are, the snow levels of Sierras is fantastic. In general, the state is doing pretty good right now.
It is, yeah.
But really throughout the country, everywhere, we're looking at different ways people can save on water.
Right.
And very common here in the state, things ebb and flow. So you want to keep things kind of even,
exactly.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're real proud. The community has saved 325 million gallons of water. Mm-hmm. So please keep it up. We're real proud of you. But the key message is keep it up when it's wet, as long when it's dry.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, exactly. That's a good message. So you have a chart here about gallons of water used, and I think this is really kind of neat because you look at what the 2013 totals were versus last year. What a difference.
We really dramatically worked on it.
25%, probably a little bit more than that,
exactly.
but very good.
And we want to thank everybody for all their concerted efforts.
Yeah, and in many cases, it's not that hard.
It isn't.
It really isn't.
It isn't. Yeah. And some other slides that will have some.
Yeah. So simple ways to conserve water. We're going to show some of this here, and here's all the different ways. And
correct.
Well, okay. Is that your dog that's on the counter there? Who puts a dog on their kitchen counter?
Not me.
I looked at that. I'm going, what? The dog's got its tongue out like, I'll clean those plates for you.
That's right.
That's hysterical.
Yeah.
But anyway, here's all different ways that you can do this. And I do this far more now. I scrape the plates off into, years ago it would go right down into the sink, into the disposer. Now it goes primarily into the trash first.
Yeah.
And run dishwashers only when full and things like that.
Yeah, the same with your washing machine. Make sure they're full.
Yeah, one thing you mentioned, or you have the photo there of cleaning off produce.
Right.
Well, my advice is take that water because there's a lot of nutrients that come off those.
Yeah.
If there's any dirt or anything, that's good stuff for your plants. Take it outside, put it in the plants or whatever it might be, or water your indoor plants with it.
You can use it over and over.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. Run washing machines and things like this. And here's some other basic things that you folks can do, and shorter showers and things like that.
Yeah, excellent. Yeah, and if you can do many of these things, we'd really appreciate it. All the way down to make sure that the place you take your car to get washed uses recycled water.
Yeah, I would imagine nowadays,
they
at least in Southern California, South Orange County, it's probably mandated.
Yeah.
And the toilets, I know you folks have talked about this before. It was interesting. I was just watching. I'm a big fan of watching This Old House, This Old House.
Right.
And they just had a thing on, I forget what company it was probably one of the major brands, that have come up with a brand new system as a lot of people had complaints with the low flow toilets.
Right.
And then you have the dual flush ones. Well, now they found that people really don't like that, but now they've come out with one that is kind of like a modern version of this. I don't know if it's on the market yet, but the point is, it uses right in between the two, and they've come up with the way it flushes that it's more powerful, using less water. So,
and then the on-demand water tanks too, hot water tanks is coming up. That's really, then you don't have to wait in the shower for hot water. You just get it right away.
Yeah. So here's some residential rebates that people can get, right?
Yeah, we're real happy. A lot of the rebates have moved up, kind of surprising. So please take advantage of all the rebates. It's on our website. It could be on your website too if people want to read more about it.
Yeah.
And but in the next slide, we'll also see that a lot of the rebates have gone up. But rain barrels, turf removal, rotating nozzles. There's a lot of rebates, so please take advantage of that.
I have a question. The turf removal program, that's come back, right? Because
it has.
seem to recall it stopped for a while.
On the next slide, we'll talk about.
Okay, let's look at the next slide here.
So it's moved up. It's now at $3 a square foot on residential, and also $3 a square foot on commercial. So both of those are higher than they were. So please, again, look.
Now, is this Everybody, like my water district is Santa Margarita. I'm asking for me now.
Well, I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you. But
that's cool.
Please check it out. You'd be surprised at how much better the rebates have gotten.
Yeah.
There's an approval process and whatnot. A little bit of paperwork, but it's not hard to.
Very nice.
Yes. Very interesting. Yeah.
Now, of course, people can go on different websites, but the main one for us in this area, ocwatersmart.com, they can go there.
Exactly.
Now, the next site I find interesting, home water use calculator.
Yes, yes. And that's on our website. People like to manipulate, and if I do this, what happens? And if I do that, what happens? So you can really work with it and come up with something that works well for you, and it'll kind of show you what saves the most amount of water for your specific household. And
again, what's interesting, and when I saw that episode of This Old House, which is, if people want to watch it, it's Ask This Old House. It's this week's episode that talked about this. But even they said the toilet is the #1 usage of water. I never would have guessed that.
Yep, yep. You'd be surprised. All that, each flush.
Yeah.
It needs to go down.
But here's all some information. The one that everyone can work on, of course, in the green, unless you're colorblind, but it's green, leak, 13.7%.
Yeah.
That's an easy fix.
It is, and you need to be cognizant of it.
Yeah.
So, a little bit of due diligence will work well. Yeah.
And on the last slide, all these different resources that people can go to.
Yeah, you can hit our website, OC Smart ET, and also ours at www.etwd.com.
Right.
It's a wealth of information.
So many different ways that people can do this. And again, a lot of it's very easy to do. It's not hard, and you don't really notice any difference.
No, you'd be surprised at how it doesn't change your life, but it's really good. And again, we want to thank everybody for what they've done so far, and please keep it up.
All right, Mark, always good to see you.
Thank you very much.
You take care,
okay.
And we'll be right back.